value of knowing to rely on somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To be a little bit more co-dependent on stuff.
You take care of yourself, you can take care of a woman. Until you able to take care of yourself, don't try to fuck shit.
Yeah. Mama boy.
Mama, I think this one is not it. So. Hello you guys, and welcome back to another episode of You Ain't Wrong podcast. And today we definitely have the lovely Layla joining us. Go ahead and add her on Instagram at xo.baeyla. Okay, YLA, because I know she wants to previous episode. Go ahead and add her on Instagram. Today we're definitely going to be talking about men and their mothers.
Ooh, Jesus. Cue some Walker.
Period. You should have whipped your ass. Like, I don't think there's no explanation for the reason these niggas be acting out here besides broken women raising broken men.
God.
And that's the thing about it. And they expect us to do it. Like, no, I'm not gonna tolerate your son's bull crap. I'm not.
It's not my responsibility.
Let's go ahead and get into this episode. So, what is the side effects of dealing with men with, I wouldn't say toxic mamas, but lenient mothers?
Making you feel like you gotta be the mother. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
no. The fuck?
Baby, I'm not your mother. I do not have to clean up after you for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to. It's certain things I will say. We love cooking.
Yeah.
I'll cook.
Yeah.
But don't depend on me to do that shit because your mom was doing that all the time. And if she wasn't and you feel like that's what I need to be doing, you know what I'm saying? That's what the issue is with toxic mothers or moms that were really involved in your life or whatever the case may be. And you need that mom figure. You expect me to do that all the time. Don't have that expectation.
Do not. I would say like most men with like close, like, I'm sorry, but like black women like close to them and they love them and they honestly feel like those are their role models and somebody they look up to. Like, it's a different type of appreciation you get from them with doing stuff like that. Those people with those broken relationships is just not for me. At the end of the day, they're never going to appreciate you. What you do, they just think you're supposed to do it, and I don't like it. I don't. And that's what separates like a lot of people from me, because I'm like, bro, if you wasn't raised by a strong black woman, you have no idea to take care of one.
You absolutely don't.
So at the end of the day, you're gonna feel like I talk too much, you're gonna feel like I talk back, or whatever the case was. I want you, even if I do, I still want you to
be able to appreciate it. 1, 2, handle it. You can handle it. You know how to handle it.
Men are definitely like the motors of the relationship, if you want to call. Like, women are supposed to follow. Like, you can't expect me to follow you when you such in a traumatic state about anything. So if anything gets you upset, I'm really not gonna pay attention to you at the end of the day. It's just like, why is you getting upset about that? It's so small and you're like reading it like this big, so I can't do that. So, one terrible experience. Well, I had a couple experience. I'm trying to think of my one. But it's like, I can speak from both sides at the end of the day. Like, the black men, like, I usually, pat myself on the back. I usually attract, like, black men who love black women, who look up to their mothers, like, who just love the women in their family and be like, the things that they seek, they're going to try to find that in a woman, whether it's their auntie, their granny, whatever the case is. They just love, like, they understand our love language.
Yes.
So I've also dated men who is like, not knocking y'all, but like biracial. So one person in particular I'm speaking of. I'm not speaking on all y'all. I'm speaking on one person in particular. So one person, you get what I'm saying, his mom was white, his dad was black. He did like start off dating like black women light-skinned women, black women, then white women. But I see him treat white women so trash. Like, get like police reports and shit. It's bitch, it be major. It be major. Yeah, it be major. Okay. So I see stuff like that, and it's just like, you can't, like, do you hate your mom? So you hate white women? You know what I'm saying? Do you still understand the mental of it?
Yeah, I get
do you hate that? Like, and I feel like it's sometimes like that with black men too as well.
Yeah.
Like, do you want everything besides with your mom? Because when you have a female with a healthy relationship towards her father, like, she's gonna want what her father provided for her. When you fuck with women with like broken homes or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So like, we tend to don't know what we're looking for. We literally go off how we feel versus like a person who actually has something to look up to. So I feel like that's kind of important because I'm damaged. Don't expect me not to be.
I definitely agree. It definitely does take a lot to not realize, because as females we do realize that quickly, you know what I'm saying, because we're a female, but
you don't realize like why you don't connect with men the way other women do, and why is it so hard for you, because you probably never had that connection with your father.
Exactly.
And that's deep, but just be good fathers out here. You wouldn't have to worry about your daughter thinking like us.
Be a good father, be a good mother, you know what I'm saying. It's both ways, but when it comes to that, we both are maybe a little bit damaged. You know what I'm saying? We all have our disagreements. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, and I always felt like my dad had no effect on my life. My mom was so strong, or whatever the case was. But as I'm like now growing, like interacting with me, he had like. It definitely had like something to do with it. Yeah. He definitely had something to do with it, because I always felt like I was missing something. I don't know necessarily what I'm looking for in a man. I just go by thought. You know what I'm saying? He made me happy. Is he funny? Is he cute? Does he smile nice? Does he smell nice?
Right.
Like, just be the basics. Like it never goes like beyond the surface, probably because I haven't had like a prominent father figure in my life, and that's hard to admit.
No.
But you gotta grow from that too as well.
You do. For me, I will say I came from a very strong household. You know what I'm saying? My parents still together. Blessings on that. Had my mother figure, had my father figure. So growing up right now, honestly, I will say as an adult, I look at my father and see the figure that he brought to our family, and that's something I look up to. Like, that's not something I would. You're good. Go ahead.
But do you look at your father like that's what you look for in a man?
In a way. Like, there's some characteristics, I will say characteristics.
Characteristics.
I'll be smart for you. Thanks, girl.
Yeah, you're welcome.
No. But yeah, so there's certain points of that, and then there's certain aspects as well where it's like our parents are older. We grew up in a different century. You know what I'm saying? Like a different kind of our society is a little bit different. So yeah and no. It's a yes or no, and it's kind of hard to be in a gray area, but it is. It's there. A gray area is always
definitely
there.
Gray, but I'm trying to getting older. I try to see shit black and white. Yeah. Either it is or it isn't.
And you do.
So
you accept things or you don't accept things.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's certain traits that I just see. Like, so coming from, so you have two perfect examples. Coming from like a person with a broken home versus a person with a wholesome home. Like, you definitely look at like the shit that you saw growing up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm being vulnerable here. But like, no, like it definitely makes sense. Like in my head, it's just like, oh, if I see a nigga with like addictive personality, I don't like him.
Yeah.
Or I know where to keep him, if that makes sense. But it's just like, I don't want anything like my dad versus like my mom. I'm waiting to the point in my life where I become my mom. My mom is a Cancer, and I have a Cancer rising. That's why I get that, like, oh, I'm crazy, but I'm a pride too. You feel me? Like, My mom is everything. Like the way she loves people.
I was gonna say loving and emotional. Definitely.
Yes. Kendra just got engaged. Did I tell you that? Okay. Period. So like the way my mom loves, like I look up to my mom and how I want to be like emotionally towards everybody, just not men, just like people in general. Like she's so like delicate and that inspires me. But also what scares me is men. Because you're not about to break my heart and I'm about to lose a bone. Fuck. Like, are you crazy? Like, you got me fucked up.
I think you don't.
No.
Definitely agree. You are very loving, though. I will say that. I will give that to you, girl. Yes. But yeah, no. Coming from two different households, worlds, you know, it is a lot different. But we still realize what is right and what is wrong at the end of the day.
I feel like, but also I feel like men should be able to like, I think they can like in their heads, but they just don't want to say it out loud. I feel like men, they can definitely like pinpoint like the people with daddy issues and the people without daddy issues for sure. Because I feel like either one or two ways, the people with daddy issues, like they're definitely either gonna be one, too loving, too distant. Like the person who has like had a stable father in her life is gonna be like just right. You know what I'm saying? They actually grow up in a household with like knowing how to like cater to a man. Like besides like growing up in a mixed household versus like do you want to not? Is it a right nigga? Like we go through so much shit in our head versus just like that's how you say when you want to be in a relationship. I was like, I'm so proud of you. I would never. That's just, I think the next time I'm going crazy. No, I don't want that. So, child,
it is different. We kind of, honestly, I feel like even coming from, you know, my household, kind of still the same. Like, still have trust issues. You know what I'm saying? I still be like, is this okay? Is this alright? Looking at a guy who clearly is a mama boy. I'm saying.
I love mama's boys.
I do too a little bit because they cater so much. They're so loving. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's a little too much. It's a little too much.
Mama gonna be real defensive. Mamas be looking at niggas like they niggas. I don't think it's right. For real, like why is you telling his female companion this? Like you shouldn't be jealous of another situation that your son has with another woman that's his age. Like you're his mom. Like grow up. Like
I think it's a detachment issue too. I realize that sometimes. I don't know. It's like a
I don't want a nigga like that. Cause just know I should be the important person in life. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. Honestly.
I just wish you have it all figured out and you got it together. You know what I'm saying? Like I do. We all on the same page. That's all I got it together, child. Cause I be getting real, just like mamas get us. I be too. Can't cook pumpkin pie. No, you can't. Oh, okay. It's a problem.
It's a problem with me, with you. You feel me? Can't cook cheesecake by scratch, bitch. I'm gonna question you just how you gonna question me. Just know that.
And you should. And you should. It's alright.
Cause why you can't cook cheesecake? I'm
dead. Girl, anyways.
Like I said, this would be so embarrassing me niggas people.
No, for real.
Because you know you in your head you're never gonna see them again.
How we do that? It's so funny how we do that. I'm not gonna expose the secret to it, but like damn, we really do that. Like
I'm weak.
It is what it is. It is
I
what
mean,
it
like,
is.
they be so nice to they make you place and everything, child. I'm just like, no, your son is not it. So we're just gonna fight.
I ain't gonna see you ever.
I was bored and hungry this holiday, so
I'm dead. Girl, okay, so what is an advice or what would you tell somebody, younger, older, regardless, who's, you know what I'm saying, who wants to figure out how to deal with a situation like this?
How to deal with men with mommy issues?
Who feel like they can't
I don't
really
know.
do
My strongest advice for one, don't never try to become that man's mama. If you do, like, he will latch onto you like his mom not being, he will, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like, him being, he's not really going to like.
The figure is not going
to become the man you want him to be. He's gonna like think back to like what he had to be for his mom.
Yeah.
You definitely want to be everything besides his mom. I say you want to carry some traits, but besides that, like, no, don't worry about being his mom, sis. Like, his mom is his mom. Nobody can replace his mom, and nobody should be able to replace you. So at the end of the day, like, the person for you gonna love you for your traits. You know what I'm saying? So definitely don't try to become his toxic mama, and especially if she messy. Mamas be messy as fuck. Let's start there. Like, but they do. Like, child, I don't give a fuck about his ex. I would beat her up in a quicksand.
I'm dead. They do be messy. They do be messy.
I'm serious. They be so messy. Like, so at the end of the day, like, know the person. Okay, my best advice. Okay. Without fighting. So my best advice to you, seriously, look, my best advice to y'all would be like, learn him as a person. And that's one toxic trait about me. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's definitely like learning the people who you're involved with, like learning how to love them. And once you learn how to love them and learn how to love them in their love language, like, they ain't never gonna forget you. Sorry. It's so terrible because I would hate for a nigga to think of me like that. Which some probably do. Some probably already got it figured out, and I've been played with and toyed with. You know what I'm saying? So, no feeling sorry here. But, like, no, definitely, like, learn them as a person and love them as a person. And sometimes, like, family be having a hold on you and you necessarily, like, want to let go.
Yeah.
But you really can't because, like, so. I don't fucking know, child. This is one that don't have. Because I don't know. I really don't. Like, because I would never tell nobody not to love who they love or not to love who birthed them or raised them or their case is. But
it's not that
expect me to be like them.
Yeah, that's different. It's like, not to not love them. Just not to.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga should find some traits that he feel like the women he loves. Like, possess those things. It's her. Don't try to make me like them. I am who I am.
At the end of the day, you still gonna be yourself.
So that's what I'm saying. Or at the end of the day, a lot of niggas be wondering why. They be like, oh, bitches don't do shit for this like me, or you know what I'm saying? Or this for me, or this for me. You may be the wrong nigga for them. Just realize, sometimes you gotta realize that's that bitch. Like, I realize, like, I'm not the bitch for him. And that's perfectly fine. Like, you gotta be able to toss off the shit you throw, so.
Definitely agree. I agree 100%. My advice I would give, basically what you said, honestly going off of what you said, and just be yourself. Be honest. Don't try to cater to that at the end of the day. There's no reason to do that. You're gonna put yourself in a place you don't need to be in. You're gonna be in competition with the mother for what reason?
Cause mamas be thinking they always can win. Ma'am, no, you cannot. Cause I suck your son's dick every day. So calm down.
It's just
calm down, sir. I'm not saying I want to replace your mama, but mama, listen, I don't want to be beefing with you. Child, come on now. Mamas really be overprotective of their sons. Though. They don't play about them sons. They don't give a fuck about their daughters, but they don't. My head big as fuck.
Girl, shut up.
But like, nah, mamas don't play about their sons, and it's so irritating, honestly. But I'd rather deal with a man who has like a strong women around him versus like a man who didn't. They not really gonna value like shit.
No, I definitely agree with that.
Because the niggas who be down having like strong women in their life, they be like, I don't know, but the men who do, like, you be like, oh, this bitch didn't have to cook for me, or this bitch didn't have to do shit for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they be thinking like that versus like
a lot more grateful for it.
You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, this is nice. Like, versus like the men who feel like women should just do this. Stop doing stuff for niggas too. When you say that, can we normalize that? Cause I'm saying y'all people.
You don't have to. For real. Do what you want to do. If you feel like you gotta do it for a nigga because you like him, cool, do it. You know what I'm saying? And nothing against you, but don't do something because he's making you feel like you need to do this.
You don't say it how it is. Let should just say it. I'm just saying.
Just don't do something that you wouldn't expect somebody else to do for you, or that you want somebody else to do for you. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like
it should always be reciprocated.
Yeah,
it should always be able to be reciprocated. But at the end of the day, like, men lose their value because they're supposed to provide and protect.
Period.
Once they don't do that, like, we can get a security system. We can make our own money. So at the end of the day, like, niggas need to know, like, you supposed to. Kings, what you think of kings?
It's
child. That's a whole nother topic.
We definitely can hold our own though. We definitely can. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what's wrong with us and right with us at the same time.
We can, but it's an emotional thing. Like, we want to have somebody there for us where we want your presence. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a presence kind of thing as well. No?
Some niggas gonna fight with you about that. I'm not even gonna lie. They gonna try to fight with you about it. Like, what y'all for? Like, ooh, child. Next up, deal. We're gonna talk about that. But yeah, so that's how I just feel like, yeah.
Mama boy.
I think I like mama's boys at the end of the day. They like so much sweeter versus deal with the person who love their mom versus the person who hate their mom.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say everybody's the same, but you can definitely tell the difference as far as like how they treat you and the connection that they have with you and the connection that they like yearn. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with a female, like,
definitely,
you get like what she wants, like, even as a nigga, even if you don't have her best interest at heart, you get what she wants. Like, and maybe you're not able to give that to her, so you back. You feel me? Like, I respect that. But at the end of the day, I don't necessarily recommend. No, I think men definitely have to find the value. I'm sorry, I'm so feminist, but at the end of the day, I think men definitely have to find their value within women, and I think that's where everything is gonna be okay. Like, if you feel like you can do it ourselves, and we feel like we can do it ourselves too, but I can't. And I'll be first to tell you. I'm be the first to tell you.
No, I don't want you to protect it. You know what I'm saying? Cause
the fucking what went out last night? The fucking power on. Bitch, I was cold as fuck. I was sitting there like, well, I ain't got, what, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong with her? Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
protect and provide, definitely. That's just a given. I feel like
so
we
just
always
be a whole ass man. That's it. And it's just like, I'm not saying protect like you gotta shoot somebody or something. I'm not saying that. Like, or provide like you gotta pay all the bills. But at the end of the day, you should be like, if you can take care of yourself, you can take care of a woman. Until you're able to take care of yourself, don't try to fuck shit. I'm sorry. Like, cause that's not fair. Cause at the end of the day, I feel like even if I go into a situation like, just bitch no. I'm going to a situation where he's taking care of most of it. I'm saving most of my money for a rainy day, whether it's for me or for him at the end of the day. So, whatever it is.
And that's true. That's true. I will say, at the end of the day, because of the household I grew in and the culture and the values and shit, the man do have to pay all the bills. It's just given. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's not even trying to be like,
it's just how it was.
Yeah.
Honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a man, that's just like a way to feel masculine.
Through the hood. Like, all my uncles or whatever the case is, always like, they take care of my aunties. And he be like, no nigga, who ain't trying to do that. Like, he ain't serious about you. Because either he gonna find a way to make some money or you or the fuck alone.
Exactly.
Like,
he gonna do
it. Explain to me.
But your girl still, she gonna still make the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have some money in the background if you down.
You can't be one of those bitches who feel like your nigga's drive should be harder than yours. I feel like it should be equal at the end of the day. But I feel like he should take care of shit, and then while you feel me, like whatever you doing over there, you gotta make some money at the end. You can't just be like stagnant or just be like what do they call it? A liability versus like a asset.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So you can't be like that.
Yeah.
So I think that you definitely want to make your own money, but I feel like he should have it taken care of because he should value you in his life and feel like with you in his life, it should be easier. And if you're not, that's your own personal problem. So I don't know what you want to go do, read a dictionary. That's none of my business. But you know what I'm saying? Back in the end of the day, like, you're supposed to be an asset to a nigga's life. And you gotta make sure that you are. Like, I feel like a lot of women just like, and that's cool, you feel me? Like, whatever. It depends on what, that's a whole different topic. But, yeah, so that's how I feel about men and their mothers. Men and their mothers, like, bro, you be having to fucking take a whole fucking ranch and, like, pry her off that nigga. Like, no, bitch. I don't want to call nobody my bitch, but listen, let him grow. Like, you still steady at saying everything's okay. Everything's not okay. This nigga is not okay. Yeah. His feelings is not okay. His emotional state is not okay. His financial state is not okay. No. Stop trying to make it okay. Mama, get out the way and let me do me.
Because we do it as strong women. When you are strong and you feel like that is your son, you gonna make it seem like as a woman that she is independent. We can be independent, but we need you to be strong. You know what I'm saying? I need you to protect and provide. At the end of the day, you need to have that in the back of your head. At the end of the day,
for sure. So moms, just let go of your sons at the end of the day. Sometimes, like, and I don't blame them, because sometimes I be hearing stuff from, like, my cousins and stuff. I had a lot of male cousins, but the females just be like, I be like, really? She fucked your best friend in the bathroom at your birthday party? Like, that's deep. You feel me? Like, why would she do that? Like, it was no reason for it. She could have took you in the bathroom. I was so confused. I was so confused back in the day. It's just like, oh, okay, so. I mean, many women are misguided. I don't think we can look past that. Yeah. But at the same time, I feel like if there was like a lot of like manly men, I feel like they can definitely put us in place. Yeah. Like a nigga who choke you during sex, you gonna listen. I don't care what you say. Okay. So like little stuff like that, you know, just like to establish like your dominancy. Like, that's cute. So. Y'all be crying. Y'all be on FaceTime like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did. Bitch, shut up. Like, that's all I'm gonna tell you.
I'm dead. Yeah.
You're right, though. You definitely gotta know how to control your emotions. I'm not saying hiding them by any means. I hate when I see seven now and they're raised by their dad. So he told them, oh, like, don't cry, don't do this. I hate that shit. So I'm not saying be unaware of your emotions, but I'm saying know how to handle them. Because at the end of the day, you're going to have to think for a whole family, not just yourself. And they're going to expect you to lead them. So. Mamas, untie them chains, because sometimes y'all really be the fucking...
Let it go, girl.
What are enablers? Y'all really be the enablers.
Yeah.
So.
I like that.
Yeah, so... I really do. So that's all I got to say about it, Layla.
Me too, girl. We good on it. Okay, I hope y'all be blessed on it.
Okay, so would you even go into a situation midway? Like, you got to know a nigga, you like a nigga, or whatever you feel like, what about him? And you feel like his mom is enabling him? And you know when a mom is enabling him.
Of course. Yeah. I'm going to let you know, and I'm going to let you take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't move the way you're supposed to be moving about it, then I'm gonna just let the situation be and let it go. I'm very vocal relationship wise. I always am about shit, so that's not really a problem for me. But like I said, if I feel like it's something that can be worked on, I will let you know. Even if it's not something I feel like it's gonna be worked on, I'm gonna let you know so you're ready for the next relationship, whatever the case may be.
No, hell no. Teach you nigga a recipe. Who is you about to cook for? Nobody.
I don't give a fuck. Okay. Do what you gotta do, but be good. You know what I'm saying? So this is who I am.
Child, the nigga still too attached to his mama. His mama ain't. I'm not fucking with him because at the end of the day, like, why the fuck, like, and at the end of the day, I know when somebody is enabling me, so I feel like he should notice that too. Like, if you like, women. Raise your sons like they literally supposed to become head of household. Y'all raising them as bitches.
We're smarter.
We a red little button. Okay, so I don't play like that. I don't. Because sometimes people just don't possess that shit, and I'm not having it. Like, because I'm going to hurt myself more trying to love a person who only thinks of women one type of way.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I just rather not deal with that. I'd rather deal with like, you know what I'm saying?
But you would let them know though. No? You don't think you would?
It depends on how too deep they was into it.
Yeah.
I feel like if they was...
Within your relationship though. You seen it that there was a mama's boy. You wouldn't let them know.
I like mama's boys at the end of the day, so that's not the problem.
But no, like if they're too much attached to their mom where they're trying to make you a mom figure, you wouldn't let them know? Like...
I would say I'm not your mom. Like, and that's cool, but you gotta realize some niggas like who idolize their mom, they look for moms and women, just like we look for our dads, like when we grow up. Like,
of course,
you know what I'm saying? So no, that's not my problem. If you feel like you have unfinished business with your mom, leave me the fuck alone. For one,
I get what you're saying.
For two, like if and it's different. Like it's like a cutoff from love and open to love.
Yeah.
Like, it depends on what your mom gave you at that time. So she's trying to tell me what to do. I'm like, girl, child, shut up. Shut up. I'ma suck your son's dick every night. Not you. Mind your business. What? I'm serious. You not gonna be fucking him when you wanna get fucked. So why I gotta listen to you? You already hurt this nigga as it is. So not trying to be, I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I probably would never say this shit to somebody's mom.
Yeah, I know.
One of my ex-boyfriend's mom, she messy, child. She real messy. She be like, so you know he got her pregnant. She called me every time. So you know he back in jail. Like now I told you who punched me in my eye. Remember? They're like, yes, he back in jail and I'm happy because he punched me in my eye. And I was too, you know what I'm saying, I'm from the hood, so I ain't want to call and tell him about him, but he got his karma because I'm God's child.
Different conversation? We're not going to talk about that. I remember that.
Different conversation, but you know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Sometimes mamas, they feel like, and even my own mom, I'm not going to say just men, but mamas, you have to learn, everything is a learned behavior.
Yeah.
So they literally raised you how they was taught or what they seen.
Yeah.
So after that, you begin to like accept people's flaws.
Yeah.
Like it's not your fault. Like you literally are acting how you was taught to act, and it was learned behavior from somebody else. So
I definitely agree with that. I will say 100%. It does. That you,
yeah,
you said some shit then. Okay.
Behavior.
No, like, for real. No, for real.
People being dirty, it's a learned behavior.
Yeah.
People being hoes, it's a learned behavior. Yeah. Men being promiscuous, it's a learned behavior. Like women being hoes is a learned behavior. Like you always feel like there's something better else out there until you learn how to value what you have in front of you.
It is. Even though, damn, yeah, you're right. For real, for real.
Sorry, friend.
Girl, no. Sorry, girl. It's right. I thought about this, but I never really like said it out loud. So it's just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? To hear it, it's like, damn, it's true.
It's a learned behavior.
Yeah, it's for real.
Like some people, you run into when their housekeeping skills be off point, you go to their parents' house, it's a learned behavior.
Oh, period.
Like,
yes, ma'am.
Niggas not knowing how to love, but they love their mama like they're their best friend, and they talk to her like they're their best friend.
And you be confused about,
like what's your status?
Yeah.
That's why you talking to me like I'm his friend. Like it's a learned behavior. So that's just it. That's just it.
So true.
So true.
Sorry,
I might be wrong. Liz might think I'm true.
No, girl, you ain't wrong. Period.
Give me some. Period. So no, we just learn behaviors that we ultimately have to get ourselves out of. I feel like, cause I don't see anybody. No offense to my family or anybody.
No, for real.
I don't see anybody's relationship that I look up to. So I want me and my husband to be like connected on like a deeper level, actually understand each other, actually be like yearning to be around each other. I don't want like nothing that's just for money, nothing for just to say you have somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I see.
And I agree with that. No, like she said, no shade to nobody.
No shade,
no,
but it's like
that's so deep. Like that's true. For real.
And why would you continue to walk the paths of your mother, your uncles, your aunties when you don't idolize their relationship?
It don't make no sense.
And I'm saying yours may be different from mine, but just look personally like.
Yeah. No,
I don't never see nobody in my family like, oh, I want my marriage to be like theirs. I don't.
It don't matter if you come from like a 2-parent household or a 1-parent household. At the end of the day, it's problems. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I honestly rather
talk that shit. Go ahead, Lila. You ain't got a problem with them. Go ahead.
I'd rather sometimes just go around 1 parent than 2, just because the 2-parent, you're trying to really hold on to something that you know it's not gonna work sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know it's wrong. You know you don't feel this way. Whatever the case may be.
I feel like with a 2-parent household, you learn how to deal with another person.
Definitely like,
that. That's what separates like the single parent households from like the 2-parent households.
The value of knowing to rely on somebody, you know what I'm saying, to be a little bit more codependent on stuff.
And therefore you get from a 2-parent household, but maybe everything wasn't good, but the man still did his job.
I would never take that away.
So you still depend on one another. The 1-parent household, you depend on yourself. Like they teach you to depend on yourself. Like nobody else can
100%,
distract that. So I do feel like it's kind of different, but I do see where you're coming from.
Yeah, no, it's not. I would never. Parents wise, I would never take that away from them. I'm not gonna say, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and you shouldn't be afraid. Like, people be like, oh, I was raised in the hood. Don't feel sad because you was raised in the suburbs, bitch. I'm sorry, my mama had a bag, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't feel no type of way of how you grow up at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I do feel like that's like men coming from like a 2-parent household versus like a single mom or single dad household. Like, they know how to interact with their what do you call it? Be smart for me. What do you call it? They know how to interact with their significant other.
Okay.
And everything is not an argument, versus a person, a guy who comes from a 1-parent household, everything is an argument.
Yeah.
Or they can't get an understanding, or they're not opening up their fucking brain to understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's annoying. But the purpose podcast help everybody grow.
Yeah. No,
just like if Layla said she come from a 2-parent household, like I want to become that person to where I can shut the fuck up sometimes. Honestly, like I talk too much, like, and I express myself way too often, and I don't. That's not the problem. The problem is when I become defensive, because when I think a person is not listening, because I'm so used to being by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm so used to offending for myself. So it comes off different to other people. Yeah. But Layla.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna think highly of you, cause sweetie, like I'm serious. Like when the nigga be like, oh, I was raised with my mama and daddy, I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be good traits because they know how to like deal with women, versus like, you know what I'm saying? Daddy. I'm not saying daddy, but like popping in and out, trying to establish some shit. They actually know how to cater to. I like mama's boys. I'm not gonna lie. That shit fine as fuck.
You love your mother.
I do.
You love it.
I love my mom. I'm gonna talk to her 3-4 times a day. So.
No lie, but yeah. So.
I don't know. I think that's about it. So my whole thing. Tested by ear, child. I don't know. Period. I like mama's boys personally because them mama's boys be like cuddling with you. They do.
We love cuddling. We love cuddling. I ain't gonna lie.
They be the ones who cuddle like right up like this. And I'm like, oh, I can't sleep without you. Like, it be real terrible over here. That's how we get into that shit. But like, no, like they're more expressive of their emotions towards women.
They are. And y'all could be expressive. Do not feel like you can't be expressive. Be emotional. It's alright.
It's beautiful.
We love it for real.
Yeah.
You don't understand. We love it for real.
Because I don't know about me, but I think as a Taurus, I went through a point where I was like emotionally like unavailable to everything in my life, and then I became like my rising side, which is the Cancer. But it was just like I like being that way. Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie.
You're empathetic, are you not?
Yeah, I am. But I love it because it's just like you feel. I feel so much hurt when I hold stuff in.
Girl.
So I'm happy with that stuff. Even if the person that I'm dealing don't agree with it, I'd be like, oh, you always talking, you always da 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 da, whatever the case is. Like, I'm happy. Like, I would rather be here, talk to you about how I feel versus like you being that nigga a couple years ago, standing with a bat under the street, like ready to beat my ass. So at the end of the day, you should be happy.
No, I'm always
really be happy.
Forever gonna be.
So yeah, I think that's about it. I do like mama's voice, kind of, to a certain extent. Mama gotta understand, like literally, it's a chart, sis. It's your
boundary,
mama,
girl.
Your wife. Ooh, honestly, that's backwards. I feel like it's your mama. Actually, no. It's your wife, your kids, your mama, and your sisters. I feel like that's how it should go. Honestly.
Your wife, your kids, your mama, then your sister.
Your wife, your mama, your kids.
Oh, you said.
Shit.
I think you said. Yeah, you said.
Okay. Your wife, your kids, your mother, your sister. And that's hard to accept. You can't never say that in front of mama's face. But at the end of the day, if that man was her nigga, she'll want him to put her first. Yeah. Then her kids, then his mom, then his sisters. Like,
I agree with that. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So, that's literally how a culture works. So
because you gotta learn, like, you can't. I don't know, that's a whole different topic. So, we're going to go ahead and end this conversation. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you like this video, we can definitely, like, keep this conversation going if you guys want to. I can talk forever about it because niggas get on my nerves.
Let us know.
So, make sure you go ahead and add her on Instagram at
xo.baeyla.
Period. And make sure you go add me. My Instagram handle is Kia the Kia, KIATHEKIA. And we'll make sure you guys, I don't know what to tell y'all, because
comment down below. Let us know how y'all felt about
definitely, because I definitely want to know, because I don't know why niggas be acting the way they do. I don't even take time to figure out no more, so that's y'all problem.
Let us know.
Yeah, for sure. So make sure you guys come back to the channel and see what else we have to offer. We definitely will be posting more. We'll post on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 5 p.m. Yeah. So just make sure you guys tune in. And make sure you guys come again!